A Japanese man wakes up in a completely white room. The walls stretch endlessly, no doors, no windows, nothing to suggest where he is. His colorful pajamas stand out in the sterile space, making his confusion even sharper. While exploring, he notices something odd on the wall, a strange protrusion. Curiosity overcomes hesitation, and he presses it. Suddenly, the entire room shifts, hundreds of baby angels burst from the walls, giggling eerily before disappearing back inside, leaving behind dozens of new protrusions scattered across the surfaces. Shaken, the man realizes this is only the beginning. Testing the strange buttons, he discovers each one summons different objects: a toothbrush, a heavy vase, piles of chopsticks. Amused at first, he builds a mountain of chopsticks, but his laughter fades when a cart bursts out of the wall and slams into his legs. Another button creates a giant fleshy backside that lets out gas right in his face. Disgust mixes with fear, yet he keeps pressing, filling the room with bizarre objects. Hunger gnaws at him, until by chance, he hits a button with a thrown ball. Out comes a tray of sushi. Excited, he eats quickly, though he desperately wishes for soy sauce. He begs out loud, but no answer comes. He presses button after button, until he's buried in sushi. Ironically, just as he finishes eating, the soy sauce finally appears, too late to matter. Frustrated, he tries another button and receives a pair of retro 3D glasses. Curious, he puts them on, and through the lenses, he sees an angel pointing at one of the protrusions. Hope sparks in him. He presses it, believing he's found a way out. But instead of escape, a countdown begins. A massive backside descends from above, releasing a suffocating cloud over him. His brief optimism turns to choking despair. Hours pass, and he discovers something new: manga books. By pressing one button, he gets volumes 1 through 5 of an exciting story. Eager for more, he searches for volume 6, but the buttons only give him 7, 8, and 9. Annoyed but determined, he keeps pressing until finally, a hidden wall slides open, revealing a door. Overjoyed, he rushes forward, but the door slams shut before he reaches it. He realizes the door only stays open as long as the button remains pressed. Desperate, he experiments with different methods, pressing it with his foot while running, using a fly swatter from a distance, even trying ropes and a fan. Nothing works. Next, he tries weights. He fills a heavy vase with objects, but the button is too stubborn. Frustration boils over when an African tribesman bursts from the wall and collides with the vase, shattering it. Furious, the man yells at the ceiling, convinced someone is watching. Exhausted, he naps. When he wakes, a rope descends from above. Inspired, he comes up with a daring plan: swing across the room, press the button, and escape before it closes. His first attempt is thrilling, but the hidden door is locked. He swings back, battered and frustrated. Kicking the wall in anger, he triggers another button. This time a glowing key appears, floating in midair. It vanishes as soon as the button resets. Now his challenge is doubled. He must hold the door open and secure the key. Using the rope and a plunger, he swings with precision, eventually snatching the key while pressing the door button at the same time. Inserts the key, but the door has another lock, a 3-number combination. His hope crumbles, until he notices something important. When the tribesman reappears, numbers are painted on his forehead. With new determination, the man uses the rope to swing across, entering the numbers one by one. At last, the lock clicks open. He forces the door open and squeezes through as the walls close in behind him. On the other side, he collapses, gasping for air, only to realize he's trapped again in a narrow, suffocating corridor. Defeated in the narrow corridor, he nearly gives up, until a faint breeze brushes his cheek. He notices a small crack in the wall and pushes. To his relief, a hidden passage opens. Without hesitation, he crawls inside. The passage leads to a surreal, endless hallway floating in a black void. Time feels distorted. He runs and runs, his hair growing longer, his pajamas fading with every step. Finally, he enters a new room. This time, majestic adult angels emerge from the walls, only to vanish and leave behind new protrusions. He realizes this is the practice stage. Each button he presses now doesn't just summon random objects, but affects the world outside. Deserts bloom with flowers, storms erupt over the oceans, astronauts step onto the moon. With every press, he feels more connected to humanity. Determined, he begins climbing the walls, using the buttons as handholds. As he ascends higher, the effects grow grander. Humanity's greatest achievements unfold with each touch. The higher he climbs, the more he transforms. His beard grows long, his eyes shine with wisdom, until at last he no longer clings to the wall. He floats, like the angels above. Finally, the walls dissolve into soft feathers, and a glowing portal opens. He steps through and finds himself in the final chamber. The walls are covered with maps of Earth, and in the center stands an enormous button. He approaches it slowly, his hand hovering over its surface. The man now understands, this button holds the fate of the future. As the screen fades to white, his ultimate choice remains a mystery.